everybody, it's Loretta. We are at Gifford Pinchot State Park in Pennsylvania, and this is our campsite for tonight. We have everything set up. It didn't take us no time to do it. We are actually going to cook tonight. We're going to stay here and rest. It took us about 7 hours to get here, and we are tired. So we're going to hang out tonight, enjoy this it's beautiful here. There's nobody here around us. All these campsites that we've been trying to find, it's been hard to find campsites, but here there is so many that are available. So I guess because it's in Pennsylvania, it's cold up here and a lot of people don't camp, but it is very empty. So we're going to have a peaceful night tonight, and we're going to have fun. Tomorrow we're going to venture out. We haven't decided if we're going to venture out to go see fall leaves yet, or if we're going to go into Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Also, we're reasonably close to Gettysburg. Neither one of us has ever been to Gettysburg. We've not been to Pennsylvania. This is our 36th state, I believe. And
yeah, this is our 36th state together. Yes. So we still have states that we haven't visited together. He's seen some and I've seen some, so we still got to see all those.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, y'all just stay tuned. Hopefully we're chasing autumn, so we are trying to find the fall foliage, and it's supposed to be beautiful up in the north part of Pennsylvania. It should be at its peak. So we are going to venture out either tomorrow or the next day for that, and we're going to have videos on that.
Going through Tennessee, it was predominantly green. There wasn't a lot of foliage yet, or a lot of color change to the foliage. We went over into North Carolina, as y'all saw on the video, for day 3. Yeah, we're on day 4 now. Yeah. There wasn't a lot of color change there. And coming up into the higher elevations to Virginia, we both have been to Virginia just at different times, but I think we both were along the Atlantic coast.
Right, yes.
And neither of us had been inland or to the western side of Virginia. It took a while to drive from Tennessee.
I didn't know we were going to take that long to go through Virginia.
Yes.
I mean, it was an all-day thing.
It took a while to get through Virginia, but the good news is once we got into the higher elevations of Virginia, there was more color. It's still maybe, what, Loretta, 30%?
30%, yeah.
There's still 70% green, and there's some yellows, but occasionally you would run across a red, but a lot of what we saw was, yes, just green.
Most of this is evergreen, so, you know, so it's kind of hard to see some of the fall in here.
Yeah, but hopefully we'll see some more tomorrow. I know. Yes. Once we got over into the lower elevations of Pennsylvania today, the southern part, the south, I guess it's south central, southwest, again, there was more like 80% green, I guess. Very little color change.
Yeah.
It is so hard to hit the peak, but we're going to be here for several more days. Hopefully this time we will be able to see more color. We are trying.
I'm so excited that we're here. I'm just so excited. Anyway.
All right, well, as Loretta said, we've got a couple more things. I got to stake down the ARB screen room. We got a couple more things that we're going to do, and then we're going to cook, chill, go to bed early, get up early, and get out and try to see some of Pennsylvania. All right, guys, we'll talk to you either later tonight or in the morning. Good morning, campers. It's day 5 of our trip. Sun is just coming over the trees. And looks like there's a really beautiful lake. We didn't go back there last night, but we got in kind of late. By the time we set up, cook, clean up, we didn't venture out. But looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. We're gonna cook, take a shower, and get ready to go out again as we continue to chase autumn. Here, as we said last night, still not a lot of color change, but we're enjoying the trip. Again, this is our 36th state that we visited, and we're going to see more of Pennsylvania today. At least I know we're south part of Pennsylvania, maybe the south central, southwest part of Pennsylvania. It's a really peaceful, quiet park, but part of that's because there's basically no one here. I think there's, in this camp, we're in campground A, and that's the bathhouse you can just barely see up there. I think maybe there's 3 other campers here. So here's a typical site. There is no water or sewer at these sites. There's electric, and there's a central water station, potable, or as some people say, potable water, up near the bathhouse that you can fill up your containers, but there's no hookups for water. It's really quiet, peaceful. We've enjoyed it. We will be here 2 more nights, and we're gonna cook breakfast now and get ready to see the day. Check back with you guys a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay, we are making breakfast. We overslept a tad bit this morning. Did a lot of driving the last few days, and we just couldn't make ourselves get up. But this morning we're having bacon with strawberry jam on the everything bagels. The local bakery, by the time we got there, was out of fresh bagels. We bought these. We've had them before. They're not bad for, I guess, mass produced, or however you want to say it, bagels. But they're pretty good. I think they're Dave's Killer Bagels, and they're pretty good. This is our kitchen setup. We've been telling you guys how we were going to do it. Basically, we got our kitchen cabinets behind us. We've got our water supply, and we've got our table set up with our Coleman stove.
Oh, my hands are cold. It's cold.
Oh,
I can't feel my hands.
It's lower 40s this morning. We do have a Mr. Buddy heater, or Mr. Heater, set up here for Larita. Try to warm her up this morning. But that's our setup. We're gonna eat a quick breakfast. Again, then we're gonna head out to, I think, Hershey, Pennsylvania today. I believe that's what's on our schedule. Yeah. And take a tour of the chocolate factory. See you guys later.
There is nobody here, hardly. I guess we come at the right time.
Special Dark came out in 1971.
Cool. So what do you get at the Hershey's Chocolate World? You get a chocolate milkshake. Yum. I'm gonna be bouncing off the wall. It's delicious. Ooh.
Norm, can everybody say hi, Norm? Hi. All right, excellent. Well, Norm does a great job getting us all around town, giving us a nice, smooth ride on board our trolley. In fact, it's so smooth you might forget that Norm's even here, but don't forget Norm. Give him a good thank you on the way out for me. You may recognize this by the orange stripe along the top. What do they make here? Reese's, right? This was the third and largest Reese's factory in town, opened in 1957. They make millions of peanut butter cups here every day. They can make 9,000 of those little miniatures every minute. They make all kinds of Reese's products, and they also make Kit Kats, interestingly enough. Over 2 million pounds of chocolate coming out of this factory today. West Hershey plant still right back there, that's 3 million pounds. So we're talking over 5 million pounds every day. Yes, sir?
What kind of peanut butter do they use?
Well, really good peanut butter. Now, he offered them at cost. He did not make any profit off these homes that he was building. He also included indoor plumbing, electricity, heat. These were unheard of at the time. Only about 8% of American homes had all of these amenities. He also paved the streets, which was also unheard of in a small town in the early 1900s. He offered this bit of land, 1 square mile of land, to build the first public school. Just the South Campus. This is for elementary students. The Fannie B. Hershey Elementary School is over that way. And this is our high school. Spartan Commons is over here. So just elementary and high school on this South Campus. We'll show you North Campus in a few minutes towards the end of the tour. This is the trade shop, and then you can see the student center over there. It looks a bit more like a college campus than a high school campus, but that's what it is. Founders Hall, we're pulling up here, opened up in 1970 on Milton's birthday, 25 years after his passing. Named in honor of Milton and Kitty, the founders of the school. An old student home after the Hershey Homestead. Now it holds the Hershey Archives. And out across the meadow you can see some of our current student homes for high school students. They stay in these student homes with their house parents through 11th grade, but then in 12th grade something special happens. They get to move into these senior transitional living apartments. Now the kids are given a budget. They got to shop for their own groceries, make their own meals, clean everything up themselves, get themselves to class on time, get all their studies done. They don't have house parents anymore. They got a supervisor or an RA. Almost born on September 13th, 1857, where his sister Serena was born just a few years later. Then the farm was sold, sadly, but in 1897, Milton realized a dream of his by buying back the homestead for his family. And so he restored the living quarters and put up the big barn out back that's no longer there for his experimental lab, and this is where he figured out how to make milk chocolate. Now, why and Bill's son got together to create a candy they named after themselves, Murray and Mars. You probably know it by its nickname. M&M's, that's right, M&M's. That's where M&M's came from. The son of Bill Murray and the son of Frank Mars, Forrest Mars Sr. That was in 1940. Okay, we have a few landmarks out to your right. The Hershey cocoa bushes up here, planted by 1909. No, they don't produce cocoa. We're in the wrong climate for that. They just okay, out here on your right is a good view of the whole town. We started way over here behind the Giant Center with the West Hershey plant. That's a big blocky white building out that direction. As you come out to the left, you'll see a barrel-shaped building. That's the Hershey Park Arena. That's the old arena where the Bears used to play. It's where the Ice Capades started in 1940. But its most famous date came in March 2nd, 1962. That's where Wilt Chamberlain broke 5 scoring records all in one night that still stand to this day. And of course the biggest one was the single game scoring record, 100 points, which he got in the last minute of that game, March of 1962, right here in Hershey. In front of that's the Hershey Park Stadium. We have all kinds of concerts there all summer. This year was Luke Bryan and Zach Brown Band and Dead and Company.
Make sure you guys leave a video for Mimi and Papa. Mimi, Papa. And subscribe and ring the bell button.